Day 16. It's funny because today audio is about strength and we are on day number 16. I pray God gives you strength and endurance for these last couple of days. But we got this. We got this. Today is Dear Strength. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:31. Just a little background on this verse. Isaiah 40 marks a turning point in the book of Isaiah. Chapters 1 through 39, please go read them, focus largely on judgment, warning Israel and Judah of coming consequences for their sin and adultery. But starting in chapter 40, the tone shifts to comfort, hope, and restoration. God is speaking to a people who will be in exile in Babylon, tired, broken, discouraged, and feeling forgotten. Isaiah 40 is written to encourage them and reassure them of God's power, faithfulness, and nearness. Why do I always want to give you a background? I want the Bible to become alive to you so that you can relate. There were real people who felt real emotions the same way that we feel them now, and that God always came through to encourage them and reassure them of His power and His faithfulness and that He was always near. And He does that to us now through the reading of His Word. So let's break the verses down. A promise of strength. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. But those who trust in the Lord, who are those? Number one, the faithful remnant of God's people. Isaiah was speaking to the Israelites who would face exile, hardship, and discouragement. Who would face? He was already warning them that there was something that was about to happen. Many will lose hope or turn to idols. But those who remain faithful, waiting and hoping in the Lord will be the ones to receive strength and renewal. These are the people who refuse to give up on God, even when things are slow or hard. Do I need to go more in deep in this? But do you understand? He was warning them beforehand that there was something that was about to happen, but he was telling them, please don't lose hope. Please don't turn to idols. Just remain faithful. Just wait on me and you will receive strength. The same way he's telling you now. Number two, those who choose dependence over self-reliance. Trusting in the Lord means not depending on your own strength, wisdom, or timing. It's about surrendering control, even when you don't see quick results. There are those who say, even if I don't feel strong right now, I know God is and I will wait on Him. That is the way that we're supposed to answer. When everything seems to go chaotic, who activates first? Your flesh or your spirit? Number three, those who actively hope in God's character. Trust is not passive waiting. It's a confident expectation in who God is. So we have the word trust. And right under it comes some words of action. Being faithful, powerful, loving, and present. These are people who anchor their hope in God's unchanging nature, not their changing circumstances. He doesn't change. He's always in control. Unlike us, that every single circumstance that come into our life, we change. Number four, today. Anyone who places their hope in Jesus. This includes anyone who looks to God as their source. Through relationship with Jesus Christ. Those who walk in step with the Spirit, seeking Him daily through prayer, surrender, and obedience. So those who trust in the Lord are those who wait patiently with faith, Surrender control. Hope in God's goodness. Live with expectation of His strength. Keep walking with Him no matter what. This is not a promise for the strongest, fastest, or most disciplined. It's a promise for the dependent. I wish that I could keep going on this, but then that will make this audio a lot longer. So I will just continue. I hope that you get the point, though. There's a lot to unpack here. Why does Isaiah say, soar high on wings like eagles? Have you seen how beautiful eagles are? Isaiah uses the imagery of an eagle. Very intentional. It's rich with meaning, symbolism, and hope, especially for people who are tired, weary, and waiting. Here's why this image is so powerful. Number one, eagles rise above the storm. While other birds fly or hide, eagles fly into storms and use the wind to lift them higher. Oh my, just imagine that scenery of an eagle flying into a storm like, you don't own me. I'm gonna go in there until he gets above it. Spiritual meaning. When we trust God, we don't have to be crushed by hardship. His strength lifts us above fear, doubt, and discouragement. Number two, eagles don't struggle. They glide. Eagles don't constantly flap their wings like a smaller bird. They wait for the right wind current and spread their wings, letting the wind do the lifting. Isn't that just poetic, just listening to it? I need to read this again. Eagles don't constantly flap their wings. Just imagine this. They wait for the right wind current and they spread their wings, letting the wind do the lifting. That even makes me want to cry when I visualize this. What's the spiritual meaning? This is a picture of the restful dependence on God. It's like us just extending our arms and, God, I surrender. I can't do this no more. Trusting Him doesn't always look like you're struggling or striving. Sometimes it's being still and letting His Spirit just carry you. Surrender. Like the eagles spread their wings. And let the wind do the lifting. And let the Holy Spirit carry you. Number three, eagles have powerful vision. An eagle can see 4 to 8 times farther than a human. From high above, it can spot what others miss. Spiritual meaning. When God lifts us, He also gives us clarity and spiritual perspective. When we stop seeing only our problems, when we, number one, surrender, and we allow the Holy Spirit to lift us up from the storm and go above it, we start to see with clarity and spiritual perspective. We stop seeing only our problems and we start seeing with heaven's view. Number 4, eagles are a symbol of strength and renewal. Eagles are strong, but they also shed and renew their feathers regularly. In many cultures and in nature, the eagle represents revival, longevity, and endurance. What's the spiritual meaning? God doesn't just give a boost. He gives fresh strength, a renewed spirit, and the ability to endure the long journey. They will soar high on wings like eagles, means that those who trust in God will rise above what should break them, be carried by God's Spirit, not their own strength, see life from God's perspective, walk in renewed strength and peace. In the middle of this fast, especially one about realignment, This is a reminder that you don't have to do all. Let God lift you. The next verse, they will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Why run and not grow weary? Running is a picture of strength, effort, and urgency. It shows an active, purposeful movement forward. But running usually causes fatigue. People get tired, breathless, and sometimes want to stop. Here, God promised that those who trust in Him will have the strength to run without getting exhausted. The spiritual meaning? When you're actively pursuing God's purpose, whether in seasons of challenge or opportunity, He gives you endurance beyond your own natural limits. You won't burn out spiritually or emotionally because God sustains you. Why walk and not faint? Walking often symbolizes steady, ongoing process, the daily, sometimes slower rhythm of life. Walking usually requires less effort than running, but can still be tiring over a long journey. God promises that even in the slower, everyday parts of life, you will not faint or give up. He just covers everything. What's the spiritual meaning of this? God sustains you not just in the big, high energy moments, but also in the ordinary day to day faithfulness. Whether it's a marathon or a slow walk, His strength keeps you going. Isaiah uses both running and walking to show that God's strength covers all of life's pace and season. The fast, intense moment when you have to run hard after a goal or through a trial. The slow, steady days when life feels a routine and your spirit might want to give up. God promises renewed strength and endurance for every step of the journey, no matter the pace. In this fast and realignment, this reminds you, you don't have to rely on your own power. Surrender like an eagle does. God will give you the energy and courage to keep going, whether you're running or walking. When you feel weak or tempted to quit, lean into Him. He will carry you through. In today's world, Isaiah 40:31 encourages you to pause and let God lift you, soaring above stress and confusion. It's like He's waiting for you when that storm hits. It calls you to run your race with God's strength, not your own. It reminds you that the faithfulness in the slow moments is just as powerful as endurance in the fast one. Ultimately, it invites you to live with confident trust in God's renewing power every single day. And I hope that after discovering this verse, that you take it as a reminder, better yet, like an alarm clock. When that storm comes, I pray that that alarm clock starts ringing inside of you, and that Isaiah 40:31 is that alarm clock for you. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. Ding, 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 ding. They will soar high on wings like eagles. Ding, 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 ding. They will run and not grow weary. Ding, 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 ding. And they will walk and not faint. Let Isaiah 40:31 be that alarm verse for you to remind you. Just trust. Just trust in God. With love, Seal.